Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Guys, today we're making some meat pies. I had to think for a minute. I almost said meatloaf. No, we're not making meatloaf. We're making meat pies. And I have some ingredients here that we will be using. We'll be using some vegetables here, some fresh vegetables. I have some peppers, some tomatoes, some onions, some scallions, some thyme, and so on over here. And I have a few spices here, which is some garlic. I should have fresh garlic, but I don't have any right now, so we're using the powdered garlic. I have some curry over here, some paprika. I have a little bit of cayenne pepper and some all-purpose seasoning. Over here, I have some ground beef. Now, we're not going to need all of this ground beef. This is a lot of it, but I will prepare the whole thing, and the rest of it I can freeze for another time. I will just take out the amount that I use. Okay, so let's get started. First thing we're gonna do is put this meat on the stove, brown it a little bit, throw that oil, all that fat we're gonna get rid of, and then we'll add our own spices to it. Okay, so let's go over to the stove. Okay, over here I have my ground beef. My stove is on. It's not very hot as yet, and I'm gonna just leave this on here for a few minutes, let it just brown down, and then we'll get started and do our thing. Guys, you see the meat has browned a little bit, but you see all that oil that we have in here. Now we're gonna discard that and get rid of it because we don't need it. So let's go over to the sink. Get rid of that. And then we're gonna put it right back in here. We're gonna go ahead and add these spices. This is onion, this is a little scallion, some tomato, I have a piece of thyme, I have a piece of sage here. We're gonna put that in, and some peppers. We're gonna put all that in there. I have some spices here, which is curry, all-purpose seasoning, paprika, cayenne pepper, and garlic powder. That might not be enough. I might just have to add some more. It's like a teaspoon each. I didn't add any salt as yet. Salt I have to add as well. I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt, and then I'll taste it and add more salt as need be. I'm adding some ketchup. And I'm going to sprinkle in. I'm pretty much good at averaging, so I'm saying maybe about a teaspoonful. And you can put a teaspoonful, and then you can't taste it right now because the meat is not cooked. But once the meat is cooked, you go ahead and taste it, and then add anything else that you want to it, okay? So basically this is it right here. This is what I'm adding here. I'm going to cover this for about 15 minutes. And in 15 minutes, I'll come back. We'll check it and see what it looks like. Okay guys, so I'm going to add a little butter to this. This has been sitting here for 15 minutes. The meat is already cooked. Add a little butter. I'm also going to add a little bit of, this is olive oil as well. I didn't measure it, but I can say a tablespoon of olive oil, a tablespoon of butter. And this will all depends on how much meat you have in here. I'm gonna go ahead, since I just add a little bit of salt to this, I'm gonna go ahead and taste the meat and see if I need to add any more salt or anything to it. It needs some salt. And it need a little more spices, guys. Spices, I need to spice it up a little more, so I'm put a little more ketchup in there. Spices wise, I'm gonna put a little more garlic powder, and I'm sprinkling, and whatever spices you have at home is what you can do, nothing special. This is a little onion powder. I put a little more paprika in there, and a little cayenne pepper. I like the cayenne pepper because it gives it that kind of little spicy kick. If you don't like pepper, you can leave that part out. Let me just mix this up. We gotta get the flavor just right. And I'm gonna taste it and again, just to see if the meat needs anything added to it. Yeah. Better. You gotta taste your food, guys, before you finish. And this is all done. I'm gonna sit it here for a few minutes to cool, and once it's completely cool, I'm gonna come back and we are gonna make some pies. Okay guys, are you ready to go on to the next step? We're making meat pies / beef patties, okay? So let's get started. Over here, you don't have to go out and make your own patties. There's some that you can buy from the supermarket, which is really easy and tastes very good and does exactly the same thing. So that is what I'm going to be doing today. This is quick, this is easy, and I'm saving you some time and some trouble. In here, you get 2 for the price of 1. 2 comes in a package, okay? And let's open this up. So this was in the freezer section, and what I did is I left it out of the refrigerator for a while so that it can get a little bit soft. So that's exactly what has happened here. So we have here, you see that the lines from where it was folded is right here. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna cut this in half. Okay. Cut that in half across here, but we're gonna cut it down the center in the seam right here. Right in the seam where it was folded. So now I have, oops, let me cut that some more. There we go. There we go. There we go. So I have 6, so we're gonna be making 6 patties. All right. Now I have my meat here that I just made, and I left it out to cool a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is take some of the meat and put right here. Now you can't put too much of it, otherwise it's going to leak out. So try not to put too much, just enough to fit there. Put some more here. Take this chunky piece of tomato out for there. Put a little more here. We're making beef patties / meat rolls. And you can, you know, make these any shapes that you want. You know, you always have that choice. I'm trying not to put it too close to the edge, to the end. Take this, the chunky piece of tomato. That's good. Put a little more over here. And that's it. That is it. So now over here I have an egg that has already been beaten here. I have my brush right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and brush some egg around the edge, and this is just to form a seal, like a little glue light to form a seal. So when I put the top on, it would seal correctly. Okay, and basically this is what this is. It's a little bit too close to the edge here. Just take that inside a little bit. Okay. Okay, I think that's good for now. So now over here I have my other, the scissors away, I don't need that anymore. I have this right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open this. I'll put this paper under it and open right here. Put this over here. Put this here, open it right there. There you go. And we're gonna cut it down right in the center where it is sealed. Take this off of that. Cut it down right here where it is sealed. And then I'm gonna turn this around and just cut it in half. That's half right there. And that's it. Voila, that's it. Okay, so now I'm gonna put this on here. I'm gonna put one on each of them. One looks skinny. And that's it. That is it. Okay guys, so next thing I'm gonna do, since we already have the seal down, is I'm going to press it down with my finger here. And I'm gonna, all these little pieces that are at the edge, I'm going to just clean up a little bit by removing that. But we're gonna press it down to seal it. We want our meat to stay inside. We don't want it coming out or leaking out, so we're gonna seal it like that. So I'm gonna go around and seal all of them like that. Take this little meat from the edge, throw that away, and seal it down. Just go around with your fingers and seal them down. Make yourself some meat. This one was a little bit skinny, so I'm going to stretch this one a little bit. There we go. And make your own dough. Remove this from here. We're going to tidy up our work. And we just go around. Guys, so then I'm gonna make some air pockets so that the steam can be released. So I'm just gonna cut it like this, make little stripes on here like that. This is just to release some of the steam from in there. Make sure there's a little hole because it's not gonna go all the way down. I'm just making sure. Okay, and that's it. Now the next thing we're gonna do is to give it that nice golden color. I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of my egg yolk on here. Easy if you make it on a pan like this. You put your parchment paper on the pan and just make it on one time. That way you don't have to remove it, because it's soft and you can break it when you're removing it. You have to be very careful. So it is better to just do it in a pan one time, so you can take the same pan and put it in the oven. Okay, because if you do this on a plate and then have to remove it onto the pan, you can just miss and it'll break it. So because the dough becomes soft, so it's better to just do it on a pan like that. And you just brush all over like this, like you're doing a paint job. You're painting. And that's it. That's it. And we're all done. Okay. So guys, that's it. I am going to go ahead and put this in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes. In 20 minutes, I'm going to check it to see what it looks like. I may need to leave it for another 5 minutes. We'll see. But I'll let you know when I come back. So I will be right back. Oh, here they are. Fresh out of the oven, guys. They look good. Now they are very hot. I'm gonna leave them here for a few minutes to cool, and once they're cool, I'm gonna come back and test them for you. So I'll be right back. Pies are done. Time to taste them over here. So these are the pies, guys. They're all done. They're meat pies. There could be beef patties. And no, beef patties are shaped a little bit different, but you know, but these are meat pies, and I have one here. I'm going to taste it for you. So I'm going to cut it in half here so you can see the inside of it. You can hear the flicks. So this is what it looks like on the inside. So now I'm going to go ahead and taste it for you and tell you what it tastes like. Tastes just like a beef patty. Tastes just like a beef patty. If you've had a beef patty, you know what? This is a mild one. It's not very hot. It's a mild one because you know I got some beef patties that's very hot. And when it said hot, it means spicy pepper. This one is mild. Guys, it's delicious. This is what it looks like, and it's very easy to make. You saw exactly how I made that. Get yourself some puff pastries and make yourself some beef patties. It's very easy, very simple. Something that, you know, you can make every once in a while. Guys, I had fun. I hope you guys had fun as well. Don't forget to share the video, like the video. You know, when you share, there's someone out there who would love to be able to make beef patties. Just show them how to do it. Don't forget to leave me a comment. I love to read your comments. Until next time, bye-bye.